one. Hold up. Make sure I got my joints in order because I got my joints written differently on paper. Do y'all think listening? I want to talk about listening for a while. Do y'all think listening is a learned skill, or are people just need more discipline? Like, do y'all think this is something that has to be learned? Or y'all think everybody has the ability to do it? It's just people need to be more disciplined when it comes to it. Or do y'all think this is a learned behavior? You think people actually have to learn how to actually listen?
I think you gotta learn it. I think it's a learned skill, but the problem that people have is that they don't see listening as a skill. They only see it as an act. So with any skill, you have to have a level of discipline anyway. I think that a lot of times when people talk about communication, they only talk about it from talking, tone, delivery, message, but don't talk about it from reception, listening, comprehension, and understanding. So all that stuff has to be learned. Just the same way you got to learn to talk, you got to learn to listen.
Okay.
Yeah,
Drizzy, what you think about that?
I'm a piggyback off that. I think it's learned too, because even when we as kids, you be like, "Don't touch it hot, don't touch it hot," and what a kid do? Touch it. Then when they get burnt, they be like, "Damn, I ain't gonna do it again." So as you progress in age, even from 1 year old to 60, you tell them, "Hey, XYZ, I might not know a lot, but XYZ, they gonna do what they want to anyway." And then when stuff go wrong, they be like, "Damn, I should have listened." It's too late now.
Okay. Chef Joe, what you think, man? Is this a learned behavior, or you think people just need a little more discipline out here, man? What you think?
Can I say 50-50? I mean, I never thought of it as a communication, listening as a learning skill. I thought it was the freaking common sense to fucking listen and right and wrong shit. So I think you need more discipline. I never thought of it like as a learning lesson.
So you're looking at it from the opposite side. That everybody can do it. It's just that they need to tighten up and actually do it. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jahar, what you think? What you think about this?
Yeah, I think like personally, I think like
let me know if I'm
everybody
mispronouncing your name too, brother.
Yeah, Jari, that's right.
All right.
Yeah, personally, I think that everybody gotta learn how to do everything, especially listening. You know, like being able to learn better and understand what the other person is saying, so you can actually comprehend it. Because you can listen, you know, naturally, you can just listen to everything that's being said to you, but if you're not understanding it, then it's just gonna go from one ear and not the other. So I think, as in like generally, if like, do people have to learn how to listen? Yeah, just like how you have to learn how to talk and comprehend and understand what's being brought to you and what's being put on your table. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of how I look at it.
Okay. So I mean, I pretty much agree. I definitely believe that it's a. You know how people always say the difference between people hearing you and then when somebody's actually listening to you. I think somebody being able, I think listening requires you to have to. I definitely think you got to have a level of discipline to learn it, because a lot of people don't listen to actually hear what people are saying. As far as like how Ari is talking about when he's talking about like comprehension and stuff like that. I think a lot of people listen more just so they can respond, which they're really not listening to you. They hear you, but they just ready to talk. They ready to go. They ready to shoot you down. They just ready to do what it is. So I definitely think you got to have a level of discipline to get into this, but I definitely believe it's a learned behavior. Now, since we're talking about following, since women love saying, you know, men are the leaders, you know, in order to be a leader, that means they got to be a follower. Do y'all think women are prepared to, or do you think women, I ask both questions. Do y'all think women have that discipline to want to learn?
No. Before you even finish, no. Not in this day and age, no.
Okay. Drizzy say he don't even think they have it. So, and the other part to it, if you don't think that, or you think they even willing to learn it, would be the other side.
Not in this day and age, no.
Okay, no to both.
I'm
What
gonna
y'all
stand on what
fellas
I said. No.
Okay, Chef Joe, what you think about that? Since they say men have to be the leaders, right? And women are typically the ones who got to follow. Are
Okay.
do they have the discipline, or are they even willing to learn this behavior?
I have to agree with Drizzy. No, not in this day and age, because so many women are so freaking so-called independent. They don't need they, nah, because they so used to, I guess, taking care of themselves and not having a man to lead. They don't know how to follow. So hell no, they ain't got the discipline. No, to learn it. No.
Okay. All right, what you think about that, man? Do they have the discipline? And are they even willing to learn, brother?
Shit, yeah, like Dre was saying, nowadays, nah, you know what I'm saying? Like you can't really talk a lot of sense into them if they don't think it makes sense. Like nowadays they already made up what makes sense to them and what's not. And you know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna hear nothing from a man or somebody who's gonna try to hold me down and trying to do what's right by me. But instead they look at it more so like you trying to be the one in charge. You trying to be the one who's controlling them and not letting them be independent. So you give them that independency. They look at it as more so like, okay, now I look at it, we kind of better than men. You know what I'm saying? We know how to do this more and more efficiently and in a actual better standpoint rather than how men are doing it nowadays. So they don't want to hear none of that. They don't want to hear what we got to say, even if it's coming from a black man who yell from the mountaintops, protect black women. They still gonna look at you like you still a man though. You still trying to some like mentally or even physically keep us in chains and not really let us be independent women who can actually take charge. So, and that's what, nowadays that's just what being told to them. That's what's being spread around. So it's like a disease, or not even a disease, but like a bacteria that just kind of just goes on throughout the generation. It just to the next woman, to the next little girl and baby. You know what I'm saying? That's why they got feminism in the world right now. So that's how I look at it.
So my girl she in the chat, man. She said, let me see what y'all think about this. She said men are disciplined enough to listen to other men, but not their women. So now women are following suit. What y'all think about that? What y'all think about that? Men.
I mean, but
It
if
kind of,
I
I
don't know,
mean,
it's
yeah, go ahead.
even your questions. I see two sides to all of it. So it's like to say women are following suit. I mean, but if men are listening to men and women are following suit, then it means that you would be listening to men too, right? Or are we just saying that? Are we just talking about the combative aspect of it? So, but to go to the questions, it's like overall, no to both questions. But at the same time, is she willing to learn, and is she disciplined enough? Yes, but it's conditional to who she's with, and depending on who that person is, and depending on the type of person she is, type of woman she is. So if it depends on the conditions and what's set in place for her to do it.
Okay.
But overall,